Oh, it's really nice to be back playing this summer. To be able to go out there with such a amazing crowd. I suppose it makes me realise how much I missed this summer as well. To be able to see so many people out and for us to be able to put on a very good team performance in a game that we need to win to make sure we're able to get into the finals is a very very impressive day today.
Did you ever think that you were short of about say 20, 30 odd runs when you made?
Initially, I was probably thinking around 280 would have been a very good score and one to be able to defend. But in the end, the wicket actually probably changed a little bit tonight. The wicket got a little bit dew on it, and it actually went through a bit more than what it did when we were batting. So there's a little bit of seam movement and actually bounced a bit more than it did in our innings as well. So in the end, that played into our hands because that's obviously our advantage here in Australia, where there's a bit of seam and a bit of bounce compared to the wickets home in India. So in the end, 250 was a good score in the end.
When did you know you were going to captain the team like last night? Did you have a fair idea you were going to do it, or was it?
I knew there's a possibility yesterday afternoon that Michael was a bit touch and go whether he's going to be fit for today. So I did a bit of planning last night to make sure I was able to count to the 50 and make sure I got the bowling right. So in the end, it was great. Mickey and Michael Clarke as well were a great support yesterday and today to be able to, I suppose, get me up to speed on the plans and everything they've been talking about throughout the summer when I haven't been around. So they made my job a hell of a lot easier.
Shane, obviously with Michael back out of the qualified for a final, do you think there's a chance he might sit out Friday's game ahead of finals, or what's the plan?
I've got no idea, to be honest. I think his back has recovered, pretty well from Friday's match. So with 5 more days to go, I'm pretty sure the way things work out with his back that he'll be right to go for Friday. But I'm not sure what the medical staff and Michael will sort of talk about now, knowing that we're in the finals. But and if Michael feels that's the right way to go, either way, I'm comfortable.
Shane, I think the last time you would have faced India would have been in the World Cup quarters. Fair bit of a difference, fair bit of water under the bridge between then and now. How much different do you feel playing tonight?
It's nice to, I suppose, comparatively to then, to know there's a bit of pace and bounce on the wicket compared to what it was in Ahmedabad. But yeah, a lot has passed since then, especially during the Test series and watching that from afar. But also what India were able to do during that World Cup as well was very impressive with all the pressure that they had at home. So, but things do change, times do change, and playing at home as well, we know that there's a bit of pace and bounce on the wicket, especially that is our big advantage here. So it's nice to be able to make the most of that tonight.
Shane, would you agree to the viewpoint that Hussey was out and Tendulkar was kind of not out?
First of all, Dave Hussey, I think in the end, Simon Torfel and Billy Bowden are two of the best umpires in the world. So I've got total trust always in their decisions that they'll be doing everything they can to make the right decision. So whichever way they went, I'm always very comfortable because I know that there's going to be a lot of thought that goes into that decision. So and in the end, that's the decision they made, and I was obviously very comfortable with it. But it was, in the end, you trust their judgment because they're very good umpires. And Sachin's side of thing, I thought that he was very disappointed at Gautam Gambhir for actually taking a 1 to that one because there's probably no run in it, and I actually thought that he wasn't happy all the way off. And looking back at Gautam Gambhir, which he obviously realised that Sachin wasn't too happy with him either. So I actually didn't really see that. It was more so running Sachin out or being involved in a run out with Sachin is probably not ideal for the great man.
No.
Well, I was just going to draw that. There seemed to be a fair bit said out there about the whole Hussey thing. How do they feel?
I actually haven't talked to Dave Hussey about that incident at all. Actually, I probably will tonight just to see what he thought. But as I said, in the end, I've got total faith in those two umpires. They're as good as umpires in the world. So I know that either way, you're going to accept their decision because they are very good umpires, and there's going to be a lot of thought that goes into it. So I'm sure in the end, Dave Hussey, he will never do anything untoward. He plays the game very fair, hard but fair. So I'm sure I look forward to talking to him about it anyway.